Hello person watching this video. My name is Neko, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokémon Yellow. In the last episode, we began our journey as we left our hometown of Pallet Town, and were given this wild Pikachu by Professor Oak. After going on a little journey to Viridian City to get a parcel from the Pokémart and bringing it back to the professor, he gave us our Pokédex and sent us on our way. After saying goodbye to our mother and leaving our hometown, we made our way to Viridian City again and went to catch our first Pokémon all the way here. Now, so far, we already have 5 Pokémon: Nino, the male Nidoran, Lee the Mankey, Nina the female Nidoran, and Rick the Rattata, as well as our buddy Picard, who is still pretty grumpy. After all, he wasn't so willing to leave on a journey with a complete stranger, but that's okay. We're going to become friends, and there's a lot of adventures ahead for us. Now, I'd like to see what else we can find around here, before I leave. After all, there may be other Pokémon we can find here. Well, here comes another male Nidoran. That's going to be some good training for Picard. I'd love to get Picard to at least level 8. I think 8 would be the perfect level for leaving this area. We'd be set for everything that's ahead. Just let's play it safe and train a little bit. Let's see what we can find around here. What I think I'm going to do, because I don't want to show you the whole process of training my little guys, is that I'll only show a few battles on screen, and if I have a lot of training to do, I'll do it off screen and cut back to the video when I'm done. This way I'll spare you a lot of grinding, and it's something I always love doing anyway. It's not that time consuming, but since we're capturing a video right now, it would be a shame to bore you people with this. Once again, female Nidoran only doing 1 damage. I think she's going to be a bit more difficult to train. She really seems to be more on the defensive type. There's a lot of Nidoran in this area. I don't know if the ratio for the female and the male is the exact same, but it seems to be. Oh, that was a critical hit. It looks like our little Picard has a lot of defense. There you go, level 7. Are you happy, Picard? Huh, your first smile! It's been a while, but it seems that finally Picard's grumpy mood has faded away. He looks in a better mood now. Well, after a victory like that, for sure. Oh, level 4. Watch out, Picard. This one will be more challenging. And she's paralyzed. That's a side effect that Pikachu's Thunder Shock can have. I don't know the odds, but it seems to happen maybe 1 in 4 times. When an enemy is paralyzed like that, it makes it so that they're less likely to attack on their turn, and it also slows them down. So usually, if you paralyze your opponent, you're pretty sure to get the first attack every round. Well, I'm going to train a little bit more off screen, so I'll get back to you when that's done. See you soon! Welcome back, everyone. I made my way back to Pallet Town like I planned, and I did some training right next to my mother's place. After that, it seems like Pikachu is in a better mood, and I'll show you the progress we've made so far. So far, I've trained Lee all the way up to level 6. Picard is now level 9. I wanted to take him to level 8, but because I did a lot of switching around during battles, Picard ended up getting more experience than I thought. but I think that contributed to his good mood. Seems to love to battle. We have Rick the Rattata, who is one of the strongest members of my team so far. And we have Nino and Nina, both level 6 as well. So, at least all of my team is about twice as strong as they were, which is a good way to start. Now we're going to make our way back all the way to the top. We need to make it back to Viridian City. So I'll show you how strong my little guys have become. Here comes a Pidgey, level 3. This should be a good opponent for Lee. One thing that needs to be noted about Lee is that while he may be strong in terms of attack, his defense is not that great, so he's kind of like a glass cannon. You have to be careful not to let him take too many hits. He's good at dealing damage, but not so good at taking it. Still, he's a strong fighter, and once he starts learning his fighting type moves, then his true power will be revealed. There you go. We made it back to Viridian City with only one battle. Not too bad, huh, Pikachu? Let's heal up real quick. Our little team of 5. And let's go. How are you feeling now, little guy? Yeah, he's in a better mood. It's nice to see him like this instead of being all grumpy. So, I think we could make our way north. After all, if we want to participate in the Pokémon League and take on the gym leaders, we have to make our way to Pewter City, which is up north. But there's something I'd like to do before I go. Remember our rival Gary? Well, in the beginning of the game, he can be found right around this area, across the patch of grass where I was doing most of my training. If you go across here, and you head west, this way is the Pokémon League building. I'll show you what it looks like, but to get there we have to come across Gary. Hey Ash! You're going to Pokémon League? Forget it. You probably don't have any badges. The guard won't let you through. By the way, did your Pokémon get any stronger? So let's see what Gary has. He's been doing some training of his own. He has 2 Pokémon, so I'd love to win this battle by using only 2 as well. Looks like he caught himself a Spearow and it's already level 9. This is not good for Lee. Lee is a fighting type and Spearow being a flying type has the advantage, so let's switch to Picard right away. Once again, it seems that Gary's favorite strategy is to lower my defense, and then go for the kill. Having the advantage here, this is an easier victory for Picard. But we're not out of the woods yet because Gary still has his starter Pokémon with him, Eevee. It's time for a rematch between Picard and Eevee. So let's see how that goes. Picard, I trust you. You can do this. We've trained hard for this. Looks like we have a little bit of a level advantage, but we're going to use a move that we just learned called Thunder Wave. It should give us an advantage because it's guaranteed to paralyze Eevee. It looks like Gary wants to lower my accuracy as well. We just got a free hit, and so far we've been lucky, haven't missed an attack. But we have to be careful. Our defense has been lowered twice already. He's in the red, just like last time. This might be it. Yes! Critical hit on top of that. Good job, Picard. That's how you do it. Our first victory against Gary. and we only used 2 of our Pokémon. Ah, you just lucked out. I heard Pokémon League has many tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. You should quit dawdling and get a move on. And so Gary leaves. How do you feel about that, Picard? We won! Yeah! Alright. That went a lot better than our first battle, wouldn't you say? Let's make our way to the Pokémon League building. Someday, we'll come back here. And we'll challenge the Elite Four, but that's quite a way ahead of us. When you step inside, you come across a guard, and when you try to go, he says that only skilled trainers are allowed through. I don't have the Boulder badge yet, so I can't go inside. You need all 8 gym badges if you ever want to go inside of here. And just going inside is not enough. There's quite a big challenge ahead when you do make it across the building. But that's for later on. I always thought it was a nice touch to have the Pokémon League building be at the beginning of the game. It gives you something to look forward to, so that you know what you're training for. And you know that someday you'll come back. You're still just beginning your journey after all. Let's heal up real quick. And then we'll make our way north. If we ever want to go into the Pokémon League, we have to start collecting these gym badges. I always thought it was nice that Nurse Joy is not alone working here. She has her little Chansey assistant next to her, just like in the show. Before we make our way to the forest, I'd love to purchase a little bit more Pokeballs, because I'm starting to run out. After all, we caught quite a bit of Pokemon. Let's say I'll buy 3. I'd love to always have at least 1,000 Pokédollars in store, just in case. Just to play it safe, you never know what can happen. Ah, I've had my coffee now, and I feel great. Sure, you can go through. I'm sorry I was so rude to you. Was he? I see you're using a Pokédex. I'll show you how to catch Pokémon as my apology. Sir, I have 5. Alright, if it could make your day. And so the old man teaches us how to catch a Pokémon, even though we've already done it. And he fails at it. Now the point of that lesson was to teach us that if you don't weaken a Pokémon before throwing a Pokéball, it's very likely that the Pokéball won't work and the Pokémon will escape it. That didn't work. I must be losing my touch. I've run out of Pokéballs too. I have to get some at the Pokémon Mart. So the old man leaves. And we're ready to go. But I want to show you something here. See this building? It's a Pokémon gym. You'd be thinking that this is the first gym in the game because it's in the first town you visit. But actually, this Pokémon gym is closed down. Seems like the gym leader is gone. So, we'll have to come back here later. Let's head north and make our way to route number 2. We have to make it to Pewter City after all, and it's quite a journey. Viridian City and Pewter City are not quite as close as Viridian and Pallet Town, and we'll have to go across this Viridian Forest. Once we get past this guard station, we make our way inside the forest. Oh, the hours I've spent exploring this forest as a kid, trying to catch Pikachu in the red version. At least now I won't be doing that because I already have little Picard with me. But we still have to make our way across the forest, and there's a few items to grab around here. Starting with this one, another Pokeball. Oh, our first encounter in the forest. The bug-type Caterpie. I always loved this little guy, and I think I'm going to catch it. I'd love to have Butterfree on my team. He's always been one of my favorite Pokémon. We have to be careful not to knock it out, though. I think this should be enough. I'm going to go ahead and throw a Pokeball. Let's go! Let's see here. Yep! It's a success! Caterpie was caught. Let's see. If you touch the feeler on top of its head, it will release a horrible stink to protect itself. Now that doesn't sound too pleasant. Let's give it a nickname. This little guy will be called Ringo. And let's take a look here. Ringo, level 6. It's already a high level. I got lucky there. But it does need some training. And I think I'm going to do just that. It's already at the same level as the rest of my team, but in its current state, as a little caterpillar, it's not very strong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to train it. But before I do that, I'd love to heal it. I'll quickly go back to town and maybe I'll make a stop at the Pokémon Center to heal it up. I was debating with myself whether I should buy potions, but if I always want to keep 1,000 Pokédollars on me, I don't have the money to buy potions right now. So I'll have to make that trip and heal him once in a while. At least it's very close. What's good about bug types is that they grow up really quickly. Bug types usually evolve at a very low level. So our little caterpillar friend will evolve really quickly. But once it reaches its second stage, it won't be very good in battle. So we'll have to do a lot of switching around, which is something I wanted to show you anyway. When you're training weaker Pokemon like this, it's kind of difficult for them to fight in the beginning. They take a lot of damage and they can get knocked out rather quickly. So it's good to switch around and, well, I'll show you a demonstration in actual battle. I think it would be better. So you set the Pokemon you want to train at the top of your team like this, which means it's going to be the first Pokemon to come out when you start a battle. You start the fight, and once you're inside a battle, you'll see what you need to do. I'd like to demonstrate it with a wild Pokemon first, before we go and meet our first Pokemon trainer opponent. But it looks like we're not getting a lot of encounters. Maybe the bug Pokemon are still sleeping this morning. There it is, another Caterpie. I could fight it with Ringo, but Ringo will take a lot of damage if we do that. And I'd like to keep him healthy, so we're going to switch to Rick. This little Caterpie should be a good opponent for Rick. Perfect training. These bug types use an attack called String Shot to lower your speed, giving them an edge in the battle. But Rick doesn't need his speed. All he needs is his strength. Tackle him again. Let's go. Rick has the clear advantage here. He takes a tackle from Caterpie. Poor Rick must be covered in strings right now. All wrapped up. And there you go, the victory for Rick. Now look here. Even though Rick is the one who took down Caterpie, Ringo still got experience because he took part in the battle in the beginning. And that's how you train a weaker Pokemon. It's a great strategy, especially if you are later in the game and you caught a very low-level Pokemon. It's a good way to make them catch up to the others. This one is level 4, so I think Ringo will fight his first battle. We'll start with a String Shot to lower the opponent's speed, and then we'll go with Tackle. It's going to take quite a few hits to take down this Caterpie, however, but I'm sure Ringo can do it. He's got the advantage in levels, and he also used a Drink Shot once. But it looks like this opponent wants to make us even slower. We're taking quite a bit of damage. This is what I mean when I say that bug types are fairly slow and weak in the beginning. You have to be careful when training them. But let me tell you, later on, Ringo will be so useful to our team. 30 experience points all to himself. What else is there in here? There's a lot of these Caterpies. I don't know if it's safe for Ringo to fight this one, so we're going to switch to Nino. Let's go, Nino. Oh, a critical hit right from the start, and Nino took it like a champion. Come on, Nino, tackle it with your horn. You can do this. Little by little, all of these bugs are going to start chipping some damage at my team. Eventually, we're going to have to go and take some rest. It would be great if we could just set up camp in the forest and relax around a fire. I always loved how big Viridian Forest looked in the show. It's rather small in the game, but in the show, it looked like it took Ash and Misty at least 3 days to get out of there. Should we challenge this Caterpie? Let's do it. You can do it, Ringo. Though after this battle, Ringo will be exhausted. Looks like the opponent takes out 2 of my hit points with every attack, so I have to be careful. If the opponent was to do a critical hit, I'd be in trouble. There you go, another victory for Ringo. That's how you do it. Looks like the team is going well, and Picar's in a good mood. That's a relief. Another Caterpie shows up. Though now Ringo only has 7 hit points left, and we don't want to mistreat him. He's done enough, so let's switch. We'll switch to Rick again. Let's go! Tackle! Oh, that was a great hit. 2 more of these and the battle is ours. Or just 1 if you do a critical hit. Good job, Rick. Okay, that was some good training. See this person here? He will be the first Pokemon trainer that we're going to challenge in battle. So, let's do this. Once they spot you from a distance, they'll challenge you, no matter what. Hey, you have Pokemon! Come on, let's battle them! And this trainer is a bug catcher. These guys are all over the forest, and you'll come across a lot of these bug catchers in the beginning of the game. And bug catchers, of course, use bug-type Pokemon. Now, his Caterpie is level 7, so we have to be careful. He's stronger than most of my team, but Picar should be able to take it. Still, 3 hit points, not bad. Oh, a critical hit from Picar! I think he was eager to fight again. He must have been getting bored. Oh, and our Ringo grew to level 7. Another Caterpie. Should we switch Pokemon? Let's see. Maybe Lee wants to get into a battle. He's a fighting type after all, and I'm sure he's eager for some action. Oh, this is going to be more difficult. It looks like this Caterpie has a lot of defense. This might be a bit more tight. A critical hit, that will help at least. But still, it looks like this Caterpie will take us at least halfway down our hit points. Maybe even more. We have to be careful. You can do it, Lee! Let's keep your hit points in the green. Yeah! There you go. Good job. And level up. Fantastic. Our first victory. Well, if we exclude our battles with Gary, of course. And it looks like Ringo is evolving into its second stage. Caterpie evolves. And now, it's a cocoon. Ringo evolved into Metapod. And it learned a new move called Harden. Basically, this move allows Metapod to make its shell very hard to defend itself from attacks. It's only a defensive move, of course, so you can't win a fight by using that. I find myself never using Harden, because if I'm going to waste a turn increasing my defense, I'd much rather use that turn and do some actual damage to the opponent. But that's just my strategy. Everyone plays that differently. And I'm sure someone somewhere uses Harden. There are so many attacks in the game, and not every single attack seems useful, but strategically there must be a use for all of these attacks. It just so happens that I don't really use it. Thank you, Nurse Joy. Let's head back to the forest, alright, Pikachu? We've got a lot of training to do, but the team seems to be doing well. We already have 2 level 7 Pokémon, a bunch of level 6, and Picard, the leader of the team, is already level 10. I'm going to train Ringo a little bit more. I'd love to get him out of that cocoon, but it's going to take us some time. If we keep challenging trainers, we'll get a lot of experience. I think that's how I'm going to do it. I'll keep Ringo at the top of the team, and I'll switch him around when the battle begins so that he gets most of the experience. Let's go and see what's this way behind the trainer we just beat. This path here has no tall grass, up until this point at least. Let's challenge this guy. Yo! You can't jam out if you're a Pokémon trainer! Jam out? I always wondered what he meant by that. The bug catcher wants to fight, and it looks like he's got a Metapod of his own. I will spare you the boredom of watching a Metapod versus Metapod battle, because these can take forever. I'm going to switch to Rick. And there it goes, increasing its defense. This battle is going to take us quite a while, because these guys, they just are on the defensive Pokemon. And every round he's going to increase his defense, until where I will only do 1 damage to him. Luckily, he doesn't have that many hit points, so even if I do only 1 damage, it won't take that long to take him down, and he's still using Harden, even though I already only do 1 damage to him. He can't even use Harden anymore. Oh, we got lucky! A critical hit! And that's how you take down the Metapod. And Rick grew to level 7! Good job, little guy! He learned a new move, Quick Attack, an extremely useful attack, which allows Rick to always strike first during a round. We switch back to Metapod, and then we switch back to another Pokemon. We're going to send out Nina. Let's go, Nina. I know you're more on the defensive side too, but it's time to get some training. At least Nina's got some decent speed. I've been missing a lot with my attacks. I must admit, I'm not very lucky. but that's typical. I never had much luck in games. I tend to miss a lot, and if there's anything that's left up to chance, it rarely goes in my favor. But in Pokemon, with enough hard work and training, even without any luck, you can still succeed. It's all about strategy and good timing. Here you go! Nina was victorious, and she's still in the green in terms of hit points. And she's up to level 7 too! Another Metapod. What's great about these Metapod when the Pokemon trainer uses them is that they give out a lot more experience. Who should go? It should be Nino. He's starting to fall behind in terms of experience. Let's give it a good tackle. Oh my goodness. We're in for a long fight, guys. Looks like we're going to have to chip away at its HP little by little. I'm surprised that the opponent never uses any other move with Metapod. Something interesting is that because I caught Caterpie first, and then I trained him to evolve into Metapod, it retained its tackle technique, so it can attack. But because this trainer has a Metapod, and probably caught it as is, Metapod doesn't know tackle, so it can only use Harden. If you catch Metapod in its evolved state already, it will only know Harden and won't even be able to fight back. Though, to be fair, I have a hard time imagining Metapod using tackle. How does it even move around? Can it use that little tail of his to spring and jump at the opponent to tackle it? I mean, if its shell is as hard as it looks, I guess being tackled by that thing could hurt. Oh, Nino grew to level 7. That's how we beat that bug catcher. Our second victory. Now, every time you win, you might have noticed, you get some Pokédollars out of it. Depending on the trainer that you beat, you'll get different amounts of money. And this little guy only gave us 60. At least Pikachu's in a good mood. Let's keep exploring this forest. Someone left an item here. People just discarding items left and right. That potion is perfect though. It's going to allow us to heal someone, and Nina needs it right now. So now everyone is healthy and we can keep going. Let's see what's up here. Let's go around over here. Oh, there's nothing around here. I was hoping we'd find an item or something. Well, let's keep going. And it's another Caterpie. This one should be easy for Ringo to take, so I'm going to let Ringo do that battle. Even if it's a cocoon, it can easily take on another Caterpie. It's a slow fight, but it's safe. I don't think that Caterpie can do a lot of damage to Nino's hard shell. Did I say Nino? Huh. I meant Ringo. Alright. Almost done with this. And there you go, a critical hit to finish it off. A good 30 experience points, so just enough to grow to level 8. Look at those stats. It's got twice as much defense as it has attack. Or, well, almost twice as much. Oh. Almost got spotted by that trainer. Let's surprise him. I'm gonna be the best. You just can't beat me. Is that so? Well, let's take a look then. What have you got? 2 Pokemon. Another Caterpie, of course, but this one is level 8. Should Ringo take it on? I don't think so. It could win, but it will take so much damage as it does so. I think this is a perfect battle for Rick. I'm going to show off Rick's new move. Or rather, Rick is going to show off. It's Quick Attack. Now, even if Caterpie uses String Shot like that to slow Rick down, Quick Attack is such a fast move that it will always take priority, no matter what. Let's go, another Quick Attack. I'm taking a look at the recording right here, and it seems I've been playing for 30 minutes or more, so we're going to have to cut this short. After this battle, I'm going to cut the recording and we're going to do the rest in the next episode. Here comes another Metapod, so let's switch back to Ringo. I need to pay more attention to my recording time. I didn't notice I was already going over 25 minutes. Most episodes I'd love to only be 25 minutes long. But, tell you what, for this one, because we're making our way across the forest, I'm going to make the episode as long as it takes me to cross the forest. Does that sound good? No matter how long it takes me, we're just going to make the episodes that long. Maybe I could determine the length of an episode depending on my progress in the game. It's not like a lot of people are looking forward to these coming out, and the rhythm at which I release them will depend on the progress I'm making, basically. There you go, 60 experience points for Ringo and 61 experience points for Rick. But Rick took quite a beating. That was a tough battle. Rick will need to take some rest. That was rough. Rick, you fought well. Take some rest, little guy. I won't make you fight another trainer until we make it to the Pokémon Center. We have to traverse the forest and make our way to Pewter City after all. Okay, Ringo, you can do this. It's just a Caterpie. No, things are going well. There was no reason to worry. Even as a Metapod, Ringo's a tough fighter. Just jumping around, tackling. You can do it. I'd love to see how the animators from the show would portray Metapod using tackle, but I don't think we're ever going to see that. I remember in a Pokemon story that I was doing with some of my friends, my trainer had a Metapod, and because Metapod couldn't move or do anything in its cocoon stage, she would just carry Metapod on her back like a backpack. Oh, a level 8 wild Pidgey. Maybe we should catch it. How about we give that a shot? It would be great to have a Pidgey on standby. I could train it later on. Our team is already full, but it's always nice to have a great selection of Pokemon. So, let's catch it. I don't have Pidgey yet anyway. Though I have to be careful not to knock it out. This is a toughie. This Pidgey is putting up quite a fight. I should be careful. I'll have to switch again. I'm not fighting this for experience, so I'm going to play it safe and switch to Picard. I don't want my team to take so much damage from this Pidgey, but it looks like a real fighter. Let's paralyze it. This should give us the edge we need to catch it. It's still in the green though, that's kind of tricky. But let's try using a Pokeball. It is paralyzed. 1, 2, 3. And here we go! A successful catch! We got lucky on that one. Let's see what it has to say about Pidgey. Very docile. If attacked, it will often kick up sand to protect itself rather than fight back. Well, Pidgey is supposed to be docile, but this little guy, he's quite strong. How should we call this little Pidgey? I think I'm going to call him Shane. There you go. And so, because we already had 6 Pokemon on our team, Pidgey was transferred to our storage system on PC. And it's very easy to access that. We just have to make our way to a Pokemon Center and use the computer and we can take out this Pokemon. Luckily enough, we found a potion right here, so we can finally heal up Rick. There you go. Feeling better, little guy? Poor Rick, he fought so well. He was exhausted. We make our way to the final stretch of tall grass. We come across a Metapod. Ringo, you can do this, right? Metapod versus Metapod. This may take a while, but the experience will be worth it. And this is what I meant by, if you come across a wild Metapod, it will only use Harden and nothing else. So why did it even attack me if it can only use Harden? It almost feels like bullying. I feel bad tackling the little thing over and over. Is it just determined to stand in our way no matter what? Well, we're almost done. It's good training anyway. 2 more hits should do it. And here you go. Another victory for Ringo. This guy, right here, it's the last trainer standing in our way. Are you ready, Picard? Let's go. Huh. What's the hurry? Well, I'd love to make it to the Pokemon Center, and I have to make it to Pewter City eventually. If I want to finish that episode anyway. A level 10 Caterpie. This guy is serious. Should we send somebody else? I'm wanting to send Rick, but at the same time, he took such a beating last time, we have to be careful. Let's play it safe and... let's start with Rick, at least. I'll keep using Quick Attack. I want to see how much damage I can do. Oh, that was a critical hit. I may have to switch again. I don't want Rick to be knocked out. If the enemy uses String Shot a lot of times, I should be lucky enough to beat it. Can I take 1 more tackle? I think so. Alright. Quick Attack should do the job. Come on, Rick. Let's do it. Wow. And that was a level 10 opponent. Good job, Rick. I'm proud of you. Ringo gets 55 experience points and grows to level 9. And Rick gets 55 as well, and he gets a well-deserved level 8. Good job, little guy. I give! You're good at this. Well, your level 10 Caterpie was not too bad either. Right, Picard? Yeah. Alright. We're almost there. The exit is right up there. There you go. We made our way out of Viridian Forest. We can finally make our way to Pewter City. Whew. Let's go. Everyone's exhausted after this, but we made it to Pewter City. Trainer tips: any Pokemon that takes part in battle, however short, earns experience. So there you go, just like I was telling you guys. Let's take some rest at the Pokemon Center. We really need that. Ooh, hello Nurse Joy. We just went through Viridian Forest. That was quite the ordeal. But no one got poisoned, luckily. There's a lot of poisonous bug types in Viridian Forest, but looks like we got lucky this time. Didn't need to use that little pharmacy of ours. What's that? Jigglypuff? Oh. Oh, I'm sorry to Starting to feel drowsy. Until next time, everyone. Good night.